this thing. So I spent a little time in Los Angeles this weekend, and that place drives me crazy. Like, there are things in Los Angeles that are amazing. There, obviously it draws so many people there. There's so many opportunities. There's so much expression. There's so much talent. There's so much yummy stuff. There's so much art. There's so much. But if you ever have to get between those things, it's just maddening. I was on my way to First Saturdays this weekend, which was down in Skid Row, organized by Mark Duty, who wanted to open the LA chapter. So we have a San Francisco chapter, a San Diego chapter, and this is the first time we had a LA First Saturdays. And luckily, Mark had partnered with a group. He set it out in advance, and he talked to a mission down there who's going to let us park in their parking lot and then organize there, and then kind of use some of their resources and space. And so as we were driving there, well, the first thing that happened is on the way there, about 20 minutes before the GPS said I was supposed to be there, I pull off to get gas and use the bathroom. I more have to use the bathroom than use to get gas. And I get so angry if I use a gas station and I fill up my tank and they say we don't have a bathroom. I'm like now I'm off the road. I've spent $70 with you, and like I so wanted to just pee in the parking lot. It was daylight, and there were cop just drove by, and so I was like, oh, okay. So we'll go closer to our destination. Maybe I'll find some place when we get off the road, which was a terrible idea because as you get closer to downtown and Skid Row, where there is homeless people, that people are less and less willing or to share a bathroom or even have a bathroom. So I pull over to one other place, no bathroom there. I want to buy things. I want to be a customer. No, I go. Oh, there's a Starbucks. They'll have a bathroom. No bathroom. I'm like almost in tears. I don't know what to do. Like it's not that I'm trying to take advantage of anybody. I would, if there was a pay bathroom, I would absolutely have paid for it. And I really do not know what my choices are. Like it's only going to get worse as I get older, as my prostate starts to remind me of this. But anyway, not to get too graphic, too late. I ended up having to pull. It's going through Skid Row. There's tons of people everywhere. I'm sure they're peeing all over the place because where would they go? There's just like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people. And so I finally find a stretch of road where there's not a few people lining the streets with their bags and stuff. And I just pee in the gutter. I didn't know what to do. And it was so I was angry, and I was humiliated. And man, I can only imagine what it would be like to have to conduct your entire life in that same way of there's no place to do these things that you have to do. So anyway, so I get to the location a little bit after, so I've been driving through this downtown area, and I'm like, oh my God, the homeless situation in LA is exponentially more massive than San Diego. It's before we got to the place, I was like, I'm really worried. I think we've bitten off more than we can chew. The way we do it in San Diego would be scary here. And but Mark had totally figured things out, and so we ended up organizing in this underground parking lot. And then a security guard came with us as we gave things away, and it worked out awesome. There was 15 volunteers, tons of clothes to give away, and lots of food. It was actually, for a first gathering, I was blown away, and super proud of all the people there, and super excited about how First Saturdays had done this. But it was also a big kind of eye-opener about Los Angeles. So then, go to LADCom, which is awesome. Stay the night at the Standard, which was beautiful. In the morning, we went and they had these waterbed enclosed things on the rooftop pool. It's like heaven with Belicious. And then I have to get to the train station, and so I decide it's a 10-minute drive, so we'll leave, 45 minutes early. And with LA traffic and road closures and a parade here and a cultural event here and this road is closed and that road is closed, like I ended up running through the train station with this huge bag of stuff and just sweating and uncomfortable and late and stressed and then the train needed a new engine, so after I get there all sweaty and it waited an hour and I recognize that I'm in total whining mode, but it was also this like it would be very hard for me to live in Los Angeles and not be affected by these frustrations all the time, these constant obstacles. I mean, maybe that's the gift. That, hey, even if your life is super easy, every time you leave the house, you get an awesome lesson in patience and your own limits. But it all worked out. It was a beautiful weekend. Had awesome time with Brandy and awesome time with everyone, and it was a win-win-win. I just am going to stay on the outskirts of LA. I was getting violent as I was driving. I'm like, I'm going to gun these people down. Belisa says, oh, okay, we'll get there. Not my proudest moment.